Welcome back to another episode of the Worst Zone Podcast, hosted by Chandler Dantzler. You can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and watch on YouTube. Today we have 2025 left-handed pitcher, first baseman Caden Crowell. We're pumped to have you on the show.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing good. All right, before we start talking about travel ball, high school, and into the recruiting process, I like this. I like to ask this question here: Who is Caden Crowell? How would you introduce yourself?
I'm a bunch of different people. I love my family. I love my town. I play other sports. I play basketball. I'm really competitive, and I just like doing a lot of good things. I try doing the best at everything I do.
That's great. All right. For the first topic here, let's talk about your travel ball career. Take us through how you got connected with the Indiana Bulls, and tell us who you played for before them. Just take us through the whole experience of travel ball.
Yeah, for sure. So when I was young, until I was about 12, I played like in-house rec ball with our local Vapo Americans team. And then I switched to like a home team called the Triple Crown Lightning. Probably never heard of them, but
Yeah,
it was like my dad's team. It was just me and a bunch of buddies. And we got together, we were just having fun. And then I started taking baseball more serious and I wanted to win. I was getting a lot better. And then the year going into eighth grade, the Bulls saw me pitching. And then I went to the tryout. I made the team. And then when I was throwing, I got asked to go to the future games as well. And I met
hmm
a lot of guys there, and I was teammates with them. And then that's kind of how I got to know them all. It was an awesome experience.
All right. Can you talk about the relationships you have built with that team over the years you played with them?
Yeah, for sure. I love a lot of those guys like they're my brothers. I've only played 2 summers with them, but I feel like I've known them forever because like we all have like the same mindset, same ideas. I just love all those guys. When I go down there, I look forward to seeing them, not just playing with them, but just being around them. Because they're the type of guys you just want to be around every day
Yeah, for sure.
because they're just like you. They want to be like you. They want to go the same places, and they're just awesome people, and I love them.
For sure. All right, you kind of mentioned futures games there a bit. Can you talk about that experience and the competition there was?
Yeah, Futures Games was one of the most wild experiences I've ever been. Especially, it was kind of just like a culture shock in a way because I went from going to these local tournaments to pitching in front of hundreds of scouts, college scouts at your games, and just sitting back there, just looking at you, and it was awesome. It was a really cool experience, and it was just unforgettable.
That's great. All right, let's take it back to the Indiana Bulls. Most of you guys are from the same area, mostly from Indiana. Do you think it's an advantage at all that you guys are from the same area? As you know, like most travel ball teams are from everywhere in the U.S. Do you think it's an advantage at all that you guys are all from like Indiana?
Yes, for sure. We're all from Indiana, but from different areas, which makes it really unique because we kind of get to represent our state, but also where we're from when we go to these big tournaments in Georgia and North Carolina. It's just really awesome to represent not only just your state, but also your area where you're from.
Sure. All right. What did the summer look like for Indiana Bulls? How did you guys do, and what tournaments did you guys play in?
Yeah, we did really well. We're a really good team. We went to the MPI in Georgia, which was insane. It was the best competition you'll get in.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the PBR Nationals in Georgia again. And that was a really good tournament as well. We played some in Grant Park. It was just, we played the best competition you're going to play. We played in the best tournaments, faced the best guys, faced back good arms, good bats. We had a really good year too. We struggled, we had some injuries, but we got through them for sure.
Sure. All right. Can you talk a little bit about your performance and how you did?
Yeah, I think I had a really good summer this year. My stuff, I worked on a lot of different things as I went through the summer, like attacking hitters and put them away early. But I think I had a really good year pitching. But also on the hitting side, I hit really well with the Bulls. I hit good. We all produced numbers and we did really well. Yeah.
That's great. All right. What were your favorite memories this year on the field and then off the field?
Yeah, for sure. One of my favorite memories this year, going to the NTDP was awesome. It was just an experience I can't forget. It was so cool. Just playing with the guys and representing your country in a way. It was just an unforgettable feeling. And another one was the area code games as well. That was awesome. It was just so cool, like seeing all those MLB scouts there and just
Yeah.
knowing that you got to perform. And then off the field, of the summer, I would say when we went to Disneyland after area code with my family. It was
That's
fun.
awesome.
We love Disney. We're big Disney people. It was a lot of fun.
That's great. All right, let's kind of move into your high school season now. You played for Valparaiso Vikings. Last season, in your sophomore season, you guys went 18-11. You had a total of 50 innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 82 Ks, and also batted 313 with 26 hits. Can you talk a little about that season and how you did?
Yes, for sure. Last year we were really young and we weren't expected to do as well as we did, and we did really well. We won sectionals and we faced Lake Central in the regional game and we lost 3-0. But I mean, early in the year we got mercy ruled twice. And
Yeah,
so I feel like we made really good strides and we really like the all of us, we got at least a year of varsity baseball under our belt. So we're gonna have a lot more confidence in ourselves as a team, and yeah, I think we're going to make a really good run this year. And me on the step size, I think I had a pretty good year. I mean, I think I performed well and we all did well.
that's great. All right. When you're walking up to the batter's box, what is your approach? What are you thinking?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's changed over the years. I used to be really pull side heavy, but now, I mean, I just try to stay inside the ball, work gap to gap, work up the middle. And I've really worked on sitting back on off speed and just trying to pick up spin early and just hit it the other way.
Gotcha. All right. What were your goals heading into your sophomore season last year?
My goals, I mean, I set really high goals for myself. I mean, I didn't want to give up more than 5 earned runs pitching, but I mean, that was one that I kind of didn't let that happen. But I mean, the strikeouts wise, I wanted to get about the strikeouts where I was. I had a really good year on the strikeout portion. Hitting, I mean, I fell a little short. I was going to try and hit like 375, but I mean, sometimes I got really cold in the middle of the year, but then I started to heat up towards sectional time, which really helped our team win a sectional championship. So I think next year I'll do a lot better.
What do you think the difference is of high school ball and travel ball? Which one would you prefer more?
I mean, yeah, they're both different. They're both different in their own ways. I mean, they're both awesome. I mean, high school ball is really cool because you get to represent your town and your
Yeah.
city, and you kind of got a pride in your back by that. Because I mean, our team, our high school, we've never won a regional championship, and that's one of the goals I've really set for me as a player and as our team is just to win a regional championship and make Valpo history. But also travel ball. I mean, I wouldn't say it's more competitive, but I mean, I feel like you're facing consistently better pitching, better
Yeah.
hitters. It's more consistent, and I feel like the tournaments are a lot better this team wise.
For sure. Yeah.
But I mean, but you got to have more of a bond in high school ball also because I mean, you're going to be with those kids at school and workouts all winter, all fall. So I mean, you got to have more bond. But I mean, summer ball is just different because I just
Yeah.
love playing with those guys. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And usually in high school ball, there's one goal, and it's to win a state championship. All right. Now
Yes.
heading into your junior season, what are your main goals for you and then for the team?
I mean, for myself, I mean, winning a sectional championship for the team for sure, winning regionals and making a state run. Because I mean, like I said, we were young last year, and now I think we're a little more confident in ourselves, and we've created an identity as a team. And I think for myself, I really want to have a sub one ERA, which I think that'll be really. I think I could do that, and I think having 90 plus strikeouts for sure because I strike out a lot of guys and I don't go for a lot of contact, and
Yeah.
for sure minimizing the walks. I mean, I probably less than 7 walks would be really not really good. And I think on the hitting side, I want to bet like 390 with 10, 15 plus extra base hits, and just help produce in the teams and spots where we need it.
Gotcha. I'm not real familiar with players up in Indiana, but who was the toughest hitter you faced last season?
I mean, there's a lot of good guys. I'll say one of the hardest ones is Adam Chesky, who got drafted by the Brewers. I mean, he was a tough out to get every time because if you left something over the plate, he was going to hit it to a
Yeah.
gap or over an outfielder's head. But yeah, I think when I faced him my freshman year, I walked him 4 at bats. Then the second time I faced him, I walked him in 3 at bats. So and then the regionals, I got him to ground out 3 times the second baseman because I went at him because I felt like
Yeah.
I had more confidence. But he was just a tough hitter to get out every single time because you felt like you had to work around him in a way. But I
Yeah.
mean, at the end, I feel like I had more confidence going at him.
That's great. All right, let's now dig into the recruiting process here. When did you start getting noticed, and when did you commit to the University of Louisville?
Yeah, I mean, I started getting noticed right when futures games hit, right when I started throwing after the first inning. I mean, my mom started to get emails from my phone, and I mean, freshman years when it took off, I started getting looks and calls from colleges, and yeah, it was taking off. And I committed to Louisville in October of my freshman year.
Gotcha. All right. As you were comparing schools, what were things you were looking at talking to the college coaches?
Yes, for sure. One of the things I really look for is just having a bond with all the coaches, especially the pitching coach, because I'm going to be around that guy all the time.
Yeah.
And I think another thing is just location for sure is another big one because I'm really close with my family.
Hmm.
And another one is just like loving everything about the college, not just the baseball portion, because I'm going to be a student there as well.
For
And I
sure.
want to love every feature about it, the students there, the environment, the campus. And I just try to look for really things that really stick out in that portion.
Yeah. All right. What did it mean to you and your family when you committed to Louisville?
Yeah, it meant a lot. It was always a dream just to play college Division I baseball of mine and just go somewhere where I know I'll be able to perform. And it was just really cool knowing that. I mean, colleges were wanting me at that young, and it was kind of a dream come true.
Yeah. All right. Recently, on August 1st, you announced your decommitment to University of Louisville. Can you talk about the decision and why you made it?
Yes, for sure. I mean, when I committed, I was extremely young, and I feel like I didn't fully process all the information of what was going on, knowing I was going to have to go to the college, and I feel like I rushed it in a way. But I mean, this time, I really want to take my time. I talked to my family about it. We want to take our time about making a decision and make sure we think about everything about it.
All right. Let's move into training here. What does training look like in season, and what does training look like in the off season for you?
Yes, for sure. I mean, I'm a hooper. I'm from Indiana, so I play basketball in the off season. But yeah, I mean, I work my workouts. I help do my workouts around that. And so, like in the off season right now, I'm just trying to build up strength and explosiveness and put on some size, like 10 or 15 pounds. But in season, I do a lot of body weight stuff, just like push-ups, squats, lots of bands,
Mm-hmm.
arm care. And in season is just to maintain
Yeah,
and try to make strides as you can, but to maintain for sure. And then the off season is where you make those huge leaps of just getting bigger and stronger and
for sure.
faster. And it's just the fast twitch muscles for sure that just help you put it over the top.
Yeah. All right. What motivates you to go to the gym every day and get that extra work in at the field?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I just want to be the best me that I can be every day. And just for my younger self, just like to know that I'm better the day yesterday, that I'm better than the day before. Just
Yep.
to know like every day I'm getting a little bit better and every workout I do and just making sure because you look at yourself, you say, how did I make myself better today? And you just want to get better every single day. And I just want to like be the best self I can be, like I said. And that's just one of the things I really work for.
For sure. All right. In early August, you were invited to the underclass area code games, as you mentioned earlier. From what I saw, you pitched two scoreless innings, topping out at 90. Can you talk about that experience that you had?
Yes, it was awesome. I mean, so I came in the first inning, the second inning with one out, runner on first, and I threw first pitch changeup in the dirt, and then I threw a sinker, and I got it grounded to a double play. You know, it was just kind of just like an exhale. It was like, all right, lock in, you're fine. And for the next two innings, everything was just working for me. I mean, my changeup was just I was feeling it because I was working it off my sinker and
Yeah,
it was really working well. And I feel like I kept guys off balance and I got ahead early, then put them away really early. And I feel like I did a really good job with that.
gotcha. All right. What do you think your two best pitches are? If you had to pick two of your pitches, what do you think your two best pitches are?
Fastball and changeup. I mean, I work those two all the time to lefties and righties because I know a lot of left-handed pitchers don't throw changeups arm
Yeah,
side to the same side hitter. But I like doing it because they're never expecting it because no one ever
for
does
sure.
it. So it
Yeah.
throws them off.
Yeah. All right. Let's kind of take it away from baseball here for a minute. Couple questions left. What do you think Caden's life looks like in about 5 years?
I mean, I hope I'd be playing professional baseball for a team. I mean, by then, I think I could if I work hard every day and just get better. And I think that's one of the goals I've always set for myself is just to play professional baseball. So I think that could be one of the possibilities in the future.
For sure. All right. If you could pick one brand deal to collab with, what brand would it be?
That's tough. That's tough. I mean, I love Adidas and Lululemon, so I would have to go between one of those two. But I'd probably go Adidas for sure because they make good baseball stuff. I'm a big Adidas cleat guy,
Yeah,
and I like 44 gloves too. 44 gloves are nice.
one of them. All right. Who was your pregame artist or song before a game?
Shoot, I listen to a lot of stuff. You know, you gotta. I listen to a lot of Yeet before games. I feel like Yeet with the bass always gets you going before a game. I listen to a lot of Yeet before games. I feel like that always gets me going,
For
for
sure.
sure.
All right. What do you do in your free time outside of baseball? You kind of mentioned you play basketball in your free time. What do you do outside of that, outside of sports?
Yeah, I like to fish a lot. I'm a big fisherman. I fish a lot in the summer when I'm home, and I spend a lot of time with my family for sure. I mean, we play lots of board games. I'm a big board game guy, and I feel like, yeah, sometimes I try to go golf a little bit, but I'm not very good.
Yeah. It's always fun to go golfing. All right, we've got one more question here. If you could give any advice to any young baseball player, what would you say to them?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would just say have confidence in yourself and work hard and just enjoy and love the game. For sure. Just love the game and love what you're doing. And I feel like just enjoying playing before putting stress on it is more important than anything because a passion for the game is going to carry you longer than wanting to work hard and just wanting to be the best of the game for sure.
Yep, 100%. All right, thank you, Caden, for coming on the podcast, and good luck with your upcoming junior year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.